Sweden for a whole week now. It's Sunday afternoon. We arrived last Sunday, didn't we?
We did indeed, yes. Yep. And
Yeah.
it has been sunny, but oh my God, it's cold.
It is absolutely blooming freezing.
Yeah.
That's why we have to spend 10 minutes before we go out getting dressed up for it. And that's the big difference between the Swedish in or Sweden in March and Spain in March.
Yes.
In Spain, I'd be in t-shirts, shorts, flip-flops, and I'd just go out the door and go down the road. That's fine. But here, you spend 10 minutes putting coats and plenty of layers, hats and all sorts, don't you?
Well, it takes so long for them to get the children ready with all the layers and the wool socks and things they have to wear, and then you get so hot trying to fight with the children to get their clothes, and I feel so. Wow, it's not easy. It's not easy being parents in Sweden in winter in that respect.
No, you just you need to allow yourself extra time to.
Yeah.
And it's the same coming back indoors because the houses are heated up and you can't wear all those layers indoors, otherwise you'll be a dripping mess on the floor, wouldn't you? But anyway, so we're probably going to move the van, aren't we, to a proper campsite. Yes. We're at the golf club at the moment, and it's just not very convenient. Luckily we've got an extra toilet cassette, so we've got 2 toilet cassettes because there's nowhere really to empty it at the golf club. So it's very cheap there, but if you don't have the services, then it's not really convenient. So we're going to move the van. We are. We're going to go to a proper campsite. Thanks to I've forgotten who you are now. My brain's not working in the cold. Thanks for saying about the Park 4 Night app and being able to look up places where you can empty.
Yes.
We do know about that app, but we were looking for somewhere where if we're parked up for a while, we don't want to be driving out.
No.
To empty the toilet, we want it there. And I know you can't always have stuff like that, but that is what we like. But there you are.
Oh, and on a good note, I did mention that one of our sons and family had a coronavirus, but they're well on the road to recovery and are just in quarantine at the moment, so that's very, very good news. So much happier today. Yes.
That's pretty much where we are. We're sort of self-isolating,
definitely.
either in the van or just with the family. And we don't really see anybody else.
Nope.
You see, we're out in the countryside here. We don't really see anybody get close to anybody who might have it, or that if we had it, we might give it to. So we're,
it's a vast country, isn't it? And there's not so many people.
There's only apparently there's only 9 million people in Sweden. Yeah. So not many people. So you don't see many people around. It's very quiet, and but it's. I think the major thing about Sweden at the moment is blooming cold. It's the only thing I can think about. It's blooming cold.
And the other good thing is we went. I didn't go shopping, but Ben's wife went shopping, and she was able to get everything she wanted. So.
Yeah.
Good old Sweden. They're still keeping the supplies in.
Everyone's pretty sensible. They're very. The Swedish are very practical, and they don't sort of panic buy.
No, they don't.
So much. Yeah. So it's sort of that's quite a good thing. Sensible buying.
It's good news because I did wonder. Yeah.
Yeah. So we won't be travelling around very much, will we? She's behind us.
Yeah. Sorry about that. She was so quiet. She's in the woods with her coat on. I can see her.
Yeah.
Probably up to no good. You know what she's like now.
We won't be travelling around so much for the next few months. But it's our daily videos will be more of a sort of daily diary of what we're doing, what we're planning. Won't be that interesting, I guess, because it'll be. A bit more maybe about crochet and about the dot journals stuff like that.
Just
and other
everyday
crafty
life
things that Wendy's doing.
And everyday life on a Swedish campsite. We'll
everyday life,
see if it's still open apparently, so we'll see what it's like and show you all that.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
I don't know.
So there you are.
Just see what we do.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can travel anywhere in Sweden anyway. I'm not sure.
No, I don't think you. No.
No, you're not allowed to. No, it's only.
No. I think you are allowed to travel, but it's advised. It's advised to not to.
No.
So. So we'll make a trip probably tomorrow or Tuesday to the campsite. Then we get all set up. And we'll be going back to where we were before, aren't we? I don't know.
No.
We'll let you know. Anyway.
Sure, darling.
So it's hats and being wrapped up really well.
Yeah.
I've got 2 coats on. 2 coats, a sweater and a t-shirt and a neck buffer, my face mask thing, if it gets really cold. Wendy's dressed up similarly. This little neck buffer is something that Wendy crocheted herself.
Yeah. It's very good actually, because you can pull it up over your face when you go if you went into any shops or anywhere. Yeah.
Or if you just wanted to keep your nose warm.
Yeah, you do, because mine's freezing.
Yeah. So.
But anything like that's good. Yeah. That should go in there anyway, because it's blooming.
But the journey up here.
All right, darling.
I mean, I think we were pretty lucky to leave 2 weeks ago. Last Friday, we left Spain.
Yeah, we did.
And it took us 2 weeks. No, a week. Sorry, a week ago.
8 days didn't it take us? Yeah.
Yeah, it took us 8 or 10 days. 8-9 days. Yeah. So we left Friday and we got here Sunday the following week.
Because we thought we'd be longer at the motorhome dealenership, but they had the coronavirus, so they couldn't do anything with our van. We didn't go there. So, well, we parked, but we didn't go in. So,
but we've had a great trip up. It was extraordinarily tiring.
Yes.
Driving an average of like 200 to 300 miles a day, and keeping on going. We didn't stay for longer than one night anywhere.
No.
We found some interesting places.
Yeah, we did.
One place I found out about, Cap d'Agde in France, is a nudist colony, naturist. It's a naturist town. It's sometimes referred to as the naked town, naked city. So, so there you are. Yeah.
It was. Yeah. We didn't.
Apparently, in the summer at Cap d'Agde, people go out. They do dress, but it's in particularly revealing clothes, so they don't put much on or very see-through things. Yeah, apparently, I read all this about it. Where one of you guys asked, "Where is it? When can I give them a location?" I put that in the comments. Interesting places we've seen, and that's the good thing about travelling, isn't it?
It is, yes.
We did that. We left on the Friday. We made that massive 700-kilometre journey to Los Olivos.
Yep.
Met our friends there.
Yes, we did.
Well, our friends that we'd actually never met before, because they saw us online.
Yeah.
Just like you're doing now, and met up with us. So that was great. Had a great night there, and then we just pushed on and got through Spain. Found that little tiny place by the river, Catia, I think, Del Catia, I think it was, and then moved on into France and up through France, and then to Germany, to eventually to Rostock. Oh, the place in Germany we stayed. Ouch, my arm's really hurting holding that camera up. Let me just come. I'm just going to change around.
She's shivering like mad, Steve.
Is she?
She's shaking.
She's cold. She needs a run.
She's cold. Yeah. She wants to run.
So, so the place in Germany where we were woken up at 7 in the morning, weren't we?
Oh yes, with the in the car park there with the hedge trimmer thing.
Newheim or something like that.
Yeah,
with the people doing
yeah,
the
we
work
did do
by
it,
the
yeah.
swimming pool. Yeah. And then we got moving on again and went to Rostock and got on the boat. Boat trip was interesting. Somebody was ill. We had to turn back.
Yes, we did.
So we were 3 hours late getting across to Sweden.
And we were thinking, oh my God, it's coronavirus. We're going to be stuck in
We
the
did worry
port.
that we might get quarantined on the Rostock ferry, but no, we weren't. So that was okay. And then when we found the dealership had sickness as well, and we only stayed there for as minimum time as we could, and then a couple of really nice places by lakes.
Oh yeah, we have stayed in. Yeah. Really nice places.
We got the we were going to a free air at the place that's spelled HJO, which is, I'm told, thank you, I think it was Karen told us this, it's pronounced you, which is why all the signs on the edge of the town have the I and then a heart and then HJO. Yeah. And you're supposed to say, I love you.
Yes.
So that's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah. So HAO in Swedish is pronounced you.
You.
Yeah. So, well, that was a really nice place. We were heading to a free air there, but then saw we could. Well, I was a bit frazzled, so we stopped at the paid one and paid the 20 quid to stay there. That was really nice by the lake, and then another one, which was a free place, although
nice.
the air, the Stellplatz that we stayed at, Askersund, was all being rebuilt, and I don't think it's going to be Stellplatz anymore because they've got a couple of other Stellplatz that are paid, and they're either £16 or £12 a night. But we just stayed by the lake, and that was fine, just for one night. And then we pushed on and made it all the way to just outside Stockholm. And we've been here for a week.
Yeah, we have.
It's been great.
Yes.
Loving to see the family and spending lots of time with the children. Loving that, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely loving it, yes.
It's exhausting.
But we love it.
Yeah, yeah. It's...
that's what it's for. That's what it is.
So... The big, I think the big, the pain in the butt is having to travel backwards and forwards to the van,
Yes.
and being, it's a nonsense. But we can't put it in a campsite and then leave it. We have to go back at least every sort of 48 hours. Not allowed to leave it alone for more than 48 hours for the insurance, so we don't.
No.
We just keep on going back and check on it. I've got the security cameras anyway, so it's never totally unattended. No. Security cameras are in and working, so that's all good. And it alerts me whenever there's any noise or movement in the van. There hasn't been, so I check on it every day. And just have a look.
Yeah, we do. It tells us we know it's safe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, that's enough of standing in the freezing cold. It's starting to blow a gale now. You might be able to hear that on the microphone. It's starting to blow, a bit windy. So we're going to say thanks so much for watching. I'd really, really appreciate it if you could give us a thumbs up.
Yes.
Subscribe, don't forget to subscribe, and one extra thing that I really we would like you to do is share all of our videos on your social media so that other people can enjoy our antics as well. So there's a little share button down the bottom and you can share it on Facebook, Twitter, all sorts of places.
Thank you, yes. Thank you.
And that would help us, so that'd be great. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.
Bye everyone, thank you. Say goodbye, Pips. Oh.